Should men cry?
You know what? I cry, but I don't think anyone has ever seen me cry per se, other than my dad when I was, younger. Hey, he didn't spare the rod. So.
Are you familiar with the phrase "boys will be boys"?
Yes.
What does that mean to you, and what does that mean generally?
Guys aren't going to act mature and stuff like that. They're just going to go ahead and act like, guys.
Fight with one another.
Excusing the bad behavior of men when they're really not boys, they're men, and they did something bad, and let's brush this under the carpet because boys will be boys. So.
What about the phrase toxic masculinity?
Just getting familiar with it.
The masculinity within their own personality overwashes everything they do, and to the point that they're unaware that they're being offensive.
Like when somebody does like some self-care things, they'll go ahead and be like, oh, that's gay. And then it's like the being called gay is like the comparison of you being more feminine.
So interestingly, the American Psychological Association, based on 40 years of research and 13 years developing these guidelines, has found that traditional masculinity isn't just bad for women, but also for men. So men die younger, they take more risks, they're more likely to be depressed and lonely as they get older. What's your reaction to the APA saying that traditional masculinity is actually harmful?
How do you take a dog that's bred for 1,000 years to protect and to watch a family and tell him that's toxic? That's all his DNA knows.
The way that women have been approaching this type of issues with their body images, so now it's like our turn to get on the train and start like questioning all of these standards that have been pushed upon us.
Do you share your feelings?
Yes, I do.
I have no filter. I will say what I feel.
Nah, that's the other thing. I don't
Yeah.
really talk about. That's the part that I would have to
That's
admit.
it, right?
I don't really talk about my feelings. I would internalize it.
We'd love to get you to watch the Gillette ad and give us your reactions to that.
We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
So what's your reaction to that?
I don't think the whole ad is correct. A lot of it is.
Gillette indicating that, hey men, don't be a dick to other guys and other people in general. It'd be a better world if you weren't such a dick.
Basically.
Men taking ownership of their behaviors, the anti-bullying, sticking up for those who are maybe defenseless.
I feel that's all good to me. I can relate to a lot of what was going on in that clip. So
Some people who viewed the ad saw it as an attack on men and an attack on masculinity.
It may be controversial because nobody likes getting their ego checked.
I didn't feel it as an attack to manhood, not really. And I mean, what is manhood if we're talking about it right now? So
Some people don't have that inclination to look inward. It's a lot of external stuff. It's a lot of blaming. It's a lot of finger pointing.
What does it mean to be masculine in 2019?
Learn to listen. Nobody knows how to listen, and once you go ahead and take a critique down, you could go ahead and grow from that.
Eliminate the not aggressiveness, the violent aggressiveness, the sexual aggressiveness.
I would say I would like for there not to be like specific roles for genders.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more power in loving your children and being a loving, caring father than being a disciplinarian who, spare the rod, spoil the child. I think that's utter horse shit.
To be sure of who you are, confident in who you are. Follow your heart, not your head, not the group.